Good morning, everybody. I'm Frida Stoffer, and it's Friday. Friday. I went out and took the baby to her doctor appointment, and her mom, of course. And Mike had seen the doctor appointment this afternoon because they have a stomach virus. Bismillah. I have these carb balance tortillas from Mission. It has 17 grams of dietary fiber, 19 carbs, so it has 2 grams of net carbs per tortilla. It's a pretty good, and they're soft. They're soft. I'm making the kids some sick soup. They call it sick soup because I make it for them when they're sick. I'm boiling potatoes with bouillon, and that's it. Potatoes, water, and bouillon, and that's how they like sick soup. Okay, I'm having some cheese smashed with olive oil and black seeds. My husband likes that breakfast, but he eats it with flatbread, and I eat it with keto friendly tortillas. Bismillah. It's not quite the same, but if I toast my tortilla, it's pretty darn close. I didn't toast it this morning because I've been out and I'm working on sick soup, and kids have been throwing up. And they have fever and diarrhea. And potatoes are a quick way to put potassium back. Potassium and salt, electrolytes, carbohydrates with a little salt. It helps them with their electrolytes. Hear my puppy? He's barking at the cats. He's playing with them. He's afraid of their claws. Sometimes he yelps when they didn't even touch him. He's very dramatic. Sometimes when I'm walking and my foot gets too close to him, he yelps. Because I have stepped on him before by accident, and he knows that hurts. And I tell him, I'm sorry. I didn't step on you this time, but I'm sorry I did it before, and I'm sorry I scared you. And he knows. He knows. He knows what I mean. But he wags his tail and looks at me. I should go turn those potatoes down. I could put some lean chicken meat in there with the potatoes, but the potatoes, if you leave the skin on them, they have enough protein for a stomach that's not doing its best. It's not at its peak performance. I remember my aunt, which was also my step grandmother, she was raising my aunts with my grandfather because she married him after their mom passed away. Well, she said my aunt, when she was, I don't know, 10 or 12 years old, she was so sick she couldn't eat anything. And then my grandmother would make her a plain potato to eat every day. Plain boiled potato. And she'd make her eat it, even though she didn't feel like it. And then when she started to feel a little better, she started asking for her potato. And my grandmother / aunt was very pleased when my Aunt Bertha started asking for her potato. It meant she's getting better. I don't know how long she laid ill, but it must have been like a flu virus or something. She was really down. So I ate the first one with a little cheese. Now the other one is just going to be olive oil and za'atar, because I like za'atar a lot. Olive oil has so many properties and benefits. It's a superfood, and we like Palestinians homemade olive oil when we have access to it. This one right here, it's a good quality olive oil, but it's not Palestinian. It's distributed by a company in Michigan, but it's not from Palestine. It's made in Lebanon, which is a neighbor of Palestine. And they pack it for a company in Michigan, which is still good. It's still very good olive oil. If you've never had sumac before, you will like it if you like lemon, because it has a tart flavor like lemon. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this. Delicious. Live life in full bloom. So good. So the kids have been running high fevers, and I can't really check them. They're around 102 from what I can feel, how they feel to me. And how they act. So I'll go back to the doctor's office this afternoon at 2. Unfortunately, we have some bad news in our family. My sister-in-law, she and my brother have one kid. He's 10 years old. They've been trying to have more kids because they wanted more. And then a year or two ago, my sister-in-law had a ectopic pregnancy, so she had to have surgery and remove it. That means it was not growing in the right place. It was outside the uterus. And she lost one of her fallopian tubes that time. And then it just happened again now. Good Saturday morning. I have a little update about my sister-in-law's condition with the ectopic pregnancy. The doctors are attempting an alternative way of dealing with it and removing it so that they can possibly, hopefully, save her last remaining fallopian tube. I'm thankful that there is a chance. And of course, they want to do everything they can to try to save her fallopian tube. Bismillah. I'm praying and asking God, please help Kayla save her fallopian tube, because if she doesn't save it, I don't know what that's going to do to her. Oh, poor girl. I know she wants hope and deserves hope. My brother too. No one deserves to lose their last hope of increasing their family size if they can. They're attempting a medication to see if they can accomplish what needs to be done, which is that the pregnancy needs to be ended without surgery, if possible, because it's in her fallopian tube and it can't stay there. It either has to be dissolved medically or removed by surgery. So they're attempting to dissolve it by medically so that they don't have to remove her tube. It's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking that when you have a situation like that, no mom, no human being deserves to go through that. Not fair, but life is not fair, and sometimes God lets things happen for tests, to test us. Test our faith. Because if it wasn't tested, then how would we know that our faith is real and authentic? Because faith can be like a choice of convenience if it's not tested by fire, trial by fire. Anyway, that's what the Holy Books say, that God tests us. He tests us with easy times, and he tests us with hard times. So I'm not here to tell anyone what their tests are for, because that's between you and God. But the main reason people are tested is because God wants to test our faith. He wants to see if you'll remain loyal or not. Anyway, I'm just hoping that they can save her tube so she can have hope of having a little brother or sister for her son in the future. I was hoping they could have twins. After all that waiting and all those struggles that they've gone through. She had an ectopic pregnancy before, and it was in her other fallopian tube, and she lost that one, lost that tube. So it's, we're hoping and praying they can save it.